Hi, welcome to this vlog. This is a vlog. Welcome to this video. I don't really have a topic of conversation for you. I'm probably just making this for myself. I really wanted to talk to myself. And I'll probably just share it with you. I'm really tired from work. I work a customer service job. So it's just a lot of like standing and being like, hi, how are, like doing the little customer service thing. And that's tiring. I quite like talking to people, to be honest. I feel like I'm surprised, but I think people are surprised that I quite enjoy the customer service part of like the customer service. I know people are usually like, because like honestly, most people are quite nice, or like the people I know are quite polite. Some people are, I mean, like obviously there are people that are crazy, but all in all I don't mind it. It's a lot of like standing and waiting, and I don't know. It is like really exhausting though, and I think I need a better job because actually, I mean, weirdly it's quite fun. Like I don't mind doing it, but it's like really low pay, because it's like it's customer service. It's really low pay. So I think my time there is up, and I need to find something better to do. But it's summer, and I don't really have anything going on, and I think it's making me feel really restless. Yeah. And I mean, I could just make more content for YouTube or for Instagram, but I don't know. I feel like it's really weird because like anytime you do something for long enough, it starts feeling like a task. Even though, I mean, I like doing this. I like recording videos and I like drawing, but sometimes it's like when you make it an obligation on yourself, it's no longer interesting, which is weird. How are you? Comment below how you feel today, and if any of this is making sense. Yeah. See, my issue is that I don't know what to do with myself because I feel like this is really sad. I feel like I was in university I just graduated, by the way, so good for me. I just graduated university, and I feel like it's always like this. I feel like I've been studying for so long that I like legitimately don't remember what I used to do for fun. That's so sad. Like because for ages and ages and ages, every day I would just wake up and I'd like go to class, or like I'd wake up and then I'd like walk to a coffee shop and then sit there and then do work really, really slowly. And then that'd be like how I pass my time, and then I'd like walk home and then go to sleep, and then I'd like wake up and do it all over again. And I don't know. It's just now that there's nothing to do or like study, I feel lost. And yeah. I mean, I guess I could read. I read a lot. I read so many books this month because I didn't know what to do. But then also, it's so weird because I feel like reading should be enjoyable, right? I mean, it is enjoyable, but also it's just one of those things where I feel like I'm using it to replace school. I read so many books this month, because I felt I don't know how to stop being good for me, but also I think it's because I don't know how to be bored. That made less than 0 sense. Let me try and explain what I mean. I feel like I always have to be doing something, like even, which is really weird, because you know how you can pass, like I can't even watch TV. Does that make sense? I'm like really bad at watching TV, you know, like binge watching TV. I can't get into it because it's too boring for me. It's like too passive. Like I can't, like it's really difficult for me to like watch a movie. Does that make sense? Like I always feel like I'm just waiting for the movie to be done so that I can do something else. But then I feel like reading, it's because I control the speed at which it goes, right? So like I can just read really fast, and then it's like, you know, it's like you're more in control of like the pace of the thing. But then a movie, it's like you have to like actually let it, it's like a thing that's like performing for you, right? But I'll just tell you about all the books I read this month. That's probably interesting, right? I don't know. So the books I read this month, I read Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. That was really good, actually. I feel like I've never read Virginia Woolf before, but it's very, I heard that it was really flow of consciousness type speak, type writing, type of prose, and it is, so that's true. And I like it. I think I really like writing where that juggles a lot of ideas. It's almost like there's not enough time for it to kind of be on the page. Does that make sense? So I really like that because I feel like it really is something that I feel a lot, personally, where it's like, you know, like you can't even finish formulating one idea before you have to jump to the other. I often find that's the case with me. Bell Hooks. I read Bell Hooks. I read All About Love. Oh my god, I don't remember what it's called. All About Love, and then The Men and Masculinity, so I read 2 of hers. I read Michael Parenti, Black Shirts and Reds, which is about communism and fascism, and that was actually really interesting, and that was probably my favorite book that I read so far this month. And I read, what else did I read? I read Susan Sontag on photography, which was really good, but I didn't love I think it started off really good, and I didn't really like how it ended. That was, but that's still a good book. What else did I read? I read this book. I started this book on astral projection, so I was in like one of those witch, like, esoteric stores that sell like witchcraft related memorabilia, and I was essentially I was in there for so long that I felt really I felt really self-conscious that I had been in there for so long, and I was like, I can't leave without like buying anything, so I picked up this book on astral projection. It's actually really interesting. I've personally never astral projected, but maybe after reading it I can. So those are the books that I read this month. It's a very interesting pick. I read a lot of nonfiction, actually. I feel like I really like essays. I read a lot of essays. Yeah, but that's what I've been up to recently. Comment below what you've been up to, and we can share. And let me know if you enjoy these, or if it's just gonna be... Let me know if you want a topic for next time I video vlog, or if you like these flow of consciousness type videos. Yeah.